Hey everybody, it's Swamp Cleaner here, back with another video for you. Well, government has reopened, and apparently Trump has caved to Nancy Pelosi. Look at this, Trump caved, everybody. Look at these memes. Mrs. Nancy asked me to bring you over this little pie. Oh, a little shit pie. Yes, please. Oh, he's caved. Oh, my new favorite gif. Oh, it's Nancy. Nice playing Trump. Woo! Oh, man. Look at him. Oh, Trump is just going crazy, isn't he? Let's just have a good laugh at Trump. Oh, he's just got played. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oh, in your face, Trump. Ha, ha, ha. Hell yes. Oh, geez. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on and on. All right. Now, the government has reopened. And there's a lot to unpack here. So let's see if I can paint now remember, this is speculation, this is my opinion of what's happening, and you can take it as it is, you can disagree, you can agree, but this is just my take on it. So, the shutdown started all over the importance of border security. Well, building a wall, border security, it's the same thing, and that's what I'm going to get to. When it first started, it was about Trump and his wall against the Democrats and their morals and these poor people. That's how it started. And Trump said he would take the blame for the shutdown. And yes, people have stuck with that and people remember that. And I think this is what his strategy was in the first place. The government shutdown stretched for a good long while. It is the longest in U.S. history. It has gone so long that it has affected many different agencies, affected different aspects of the public life, such as housing. The IRS wasn't processing people's income taxes. There was a delay in food stamps. It was starting to affect people's lives. And actually, at this point, it was getting so bad that airports were showing major delays, and the economy was actually starting to take a hit. So I think that is in part why he ended the shutdown, but that's besides the point for this video. What has happened is, since it's gone so long, a lot of people are now stressed out about this. A lot of people are focused on this, and they just want it resolved now. And that was the difference between the start and the end of it. He has successfully ridden out the shutdown with the defense of his core base. Even though today his core base has taken a massive split because a lot of people are saying he's a coward, he's a soy latte drinker now, what's happened, and he's capitulated. But I think at the start, the reason why he took blame is so he's standing by his principles, so his core base would support him for having the shutdown go this long, and cause a lot of disruption, which makes a lot of people take notice. Now, since he has reopened the government, it's now temporarily only for 3 weeks. The people who have been pressured because they haven't been paid are now going to be getting their back pay, and people are back to work, and he has now a public promise from Nancy Pelosi, from the other side, which is now publicly known that it's going to be good faith negotiations, which are going to be fruitful. Otherwise, there'll be another government shutdown, and Trump will use his emergency powers. The only reason why he wouldn't have been able to do that the first time around is because he wasn't able to show you what the Democrats have done. The Democrats have used the people that they advocate for as pawns. People don't understand that Trump came back 5 different times, added more and more of the things that Democrats want, even though that it's straight up his base opposes that, just so he can get something in return. That's not negotiation. That's just stalling and stalemate from the other side. So if they keep it closed again, Especially now, the big difference that I want to point out that Scott Adams pointed out is the fact that there's going to be a special committee which is going to research and understand uh, the situation of comprehensive border control, and they're going to come up with what we need to have and where we need it. If we need barriers in places, if we need electronics in places, etc., etc. And if anybody denies what that committee says, it's going to look bad on them. If Trump or Pelosi, whichever it comes, if it includes a wall and Pelosi denies it, it's going to look bad on her. If it doesn't include a wall and Trump declines it, it's going to look bad on him. But now there's a committee. It's up to the experts. Just like Scott Adams was saying, it's up to the experts. It's not just against party to party. It's not, it's become less politicized, at least in that sense. The committee is just going to be looking at the logistics and the practicality of certain things. And hopefully it will be free from the political storm that we have, but we'll see what happens. But since he set it up this way now, he shifted it to where the ball is in the Democrats' court, and they now have promised, because they said, we'll negotiate when we open up the government. Well, now it's opened up, so you promised to negotiate. You said you were going to come up with something that's a comprehensive border security, and Trump, over the past couple of months, has shifted away from just a wall to barriers, which are part of comprehensive border security, which is completely understandable. It's common sense. And now we'll have experts in the committee to verify that fact. So he's given the Democrats 3 more weeks of rope in which they can hang themselves, and if they do not come up with a plan that they promised to come up with, and that there's legislation already passed. It's not about legislation, it's about funding. It's just about funding some kind of defense of our border. Physical, digital, more manpower, etc. All of that, one of it, two of it, it needs to get done. And if they don't do it, Trump can say that since there is an inability to pass any legislation, this government is pretty much incompetent, it can't do its job, so I'm going to declare an emergency and allocate the funds as necessary to start building barriers along our border and beef up other aspects of our security. And that's what he wants to do. But he doesn't want to do it that way. He says, hey, here's an extension for DACA, an extension for Dreamers. Here's extra federal judges to speed up the application process. No. But I thought you advocated for these people, Democrats. Why are you betraying these people that you say that we need to help? You say that we need to help these poor people. Then do something. Do something, Democrats. What are you waiting for? So, I do not think Trump has caved, as everybody likes you to see and believe. I do not, for 1 minute, think that Trump has caved. I think he's trying to make his point. I think he's trying to add insult to injury. He's trying to win a moral argument too, which I'm like, yes, I understand, but I really don't think it's needed. The moral argument. But if the Democrats fail to pass something, even when it's selected by the committee, when the committee comes up with something and the Democrats fail to pass something, they will be deemed incompetent, and President Trump will just declare an emergency. That is, and remember, this is all my opinion, but it seems practical. That's what I would do. That's how I look at this. So we'll see what happens, everybody. We have 21 days to see what happens, and either way, I think Trump will come out on top. So everybody just has to cool their jets, calm down. You had to wait 24, 48 hours to actually figure out what Trump's strategy is here, and I came out, and that's my theory. That's my theory. So I hope you guys have a good day. Government's reopened. Hey, people are going to get their money. So that's another positive. Hey, government. Hey, President Trump, thanks for reopening the government, at least for the people who need to get paid. If the government doesn't spend our money, I like that better than them spending our money. But hey, people need to get paid. They've been doing their job without pay, so I respect those people. They need to get their pay. So out of that, Trump wins right there. So I think on the whole, yes, Trump took a loss today that looks bad, but it's actually kind of only superficial. So let's see where this goes. But it's now, the ball's in the Democrats' court. It's not on Trump anymore. And the next time around, if it's shut down, it is completely on them. And yeah, and then Trump will just build that wall. All right. Yep. That's everything I got to do. Everything I got to say. This is Swamp Cleaner. I'll catch you guys later.